welcome to the shop. Thanks for stopping out. I have my trusty DJI camera guy here, and we're going to try and do this in one take. We'll see how it goes, but I lost my ability to edit videos a little bit ago with some computer update problems, and I'm a computer guy, but I haven't taken care of my own, for lack of a better term. Cobbler's kids, right? You know, they run barefoot. But anyway, so I've been trying to do a YouTube video a month since the beginning of this year, at least one a month, and I've done pretty well. And it's really gained me a lot of subscribers, and it's gained a lot of traffic to my channel. And it's just a hobby of mine, but I kind of enjoy it. So I'm working to get a new computer, but in the meantime, to get that December video, I figured I would do a shop tour. And we're just gonna kind of do it live and see how it goes. Try to make it as quick as possible, but I'll show you around the shop and just kind of show you what it looks like. You know, some of the videos you may have seen over the last year and a half. My air compressor project, where I put in an air compressor. My son's Power Wheels, we've done a couple updates on that, and that's an older video that's been on the channel for a while now. The tubing bender, and a few other things, as well as the shop itself. I know I don't have a lot on YouTube about building this shop, but it is something that I put together, mostly everything on the inside, and the structure itself was built by somebody else. But I'm just gonna grab the camera and walk around a little bit, show you what's going on, and kind of give you an end of the year update. Might be the last video of the year. It'll be my December video, but it depends on when I buy that new computer, on whether or not I'm going to have another one. The Power Wheels, the Hurricane did break just recently. The motor brushes went bad in the motor just after we did that last fix. So we did a fix just a couple weeks ago. I uploaded a video where we fixed the front front axle. That video will come out at some point, probably if and when I get an editing machine. But if this goes the way I hope, I'll be able to upload this whole clip to YouTube and just kind of let it go that way. Maybe even use the YouTube video editor for it, so that way I don't have to load it onto the computer and edit it and then put it up there. So let's take a tour, right? So this handy DJI thing, man, it's pretty nice because I can just walk around and you can see everything in here, right? So starting over here, kind of a workbench that I got from my brother. It's not really a great workbench. I'm planning to replace it, but it's been working for now. Got my toolbox, all kinds of tools in there. That's the Power Wheels. This thing is cool. I'll never get over that. I like this thing. This is one I not what I planned to do. So I'm gonna grab the machine off of here and we're gonna walk around. I'm gonna point and click, all right? So you don't have to look at my ugly face. All right. Having difficulty shooting, no, okay, go away. All right, so let's turn on sport mode here. And so let's see here. This is the entrance door. I do have hose here still. So this is my airline supply coming from over there. And this has been working out pretty well. I do think at some point I'm going to put a hose spool on there so that I have a reel instead of this hose stuff. I need to get rid of this. My plan is here, I want to make like a bench that comes there and then out a little bit so that I have kind of an L-shaped thing here to be able to do little projects on. It's going to take the place of this bench and this bench. Neither of them are really benches. They're just flat surfaces that I've allowed to collect a whole bunch of crap because I do a lot of work on just random miscellaneous. Oh, speaking of hose reels, yeah, here's a hose reel. And this guy has a bad O-ring in it. But a lot of miscellaneous projects come in and out of here, and I'm always working on them, and I've kind of run out of time to work on the shop itself. Toolbox, I think you don't need to see the toolbox. Lots of tools in there. Behind here are the tubes for the, I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, the manifolds for the floor heat.
That's not hooked up yet. We just have the regular propane heater with the propane thing sitting there. That does a pretty good job. The propane does a pretty good job, but my plan is, and it's been delayed a bunch of times, but I'm going to be putting electric or propane boiler in here, and then I'm going to use the water heat to heat the floor because I have the pipes in there. There is a video where I laid the pipes and did the concrete from way back. If you want to go check that out, it's just look at my channel. Miscellaneous crap, press. This one, I pulled this door cabinet thing out of the junk. And again, horizontal surfaces, just collecting all kinds of crap. I'd like to get that organized, but you know, well, here, look. That's not mine. That's my dad's. I need to fix it. That's what I'm doing. That's what I built this shop for and everything. But that kind of, I keep on doing that sort of thing instead of, you know, organizing. I did bring the shop fridge out a little while ago. Got some beers in there and water, such. Again, more horizontal surfaces, collecting crap. More horizontal surfaces, collecting crap. My goal for this shop was to kind of keep everything on wheels. So, you know, everything is on wheels and able to move around. But I'm finding that the longer I've been in here, working in here, and the more crap that I've let build up, the less I have been able to keep up with the things moving around. So that shelving unit is on wheels, and I should be able to move it out and clean behind it, and then rearrange things if I want to be able to have a bigger project in here or something like that. But I've let it kind of accumulate too much stuff because I haven't needed to move it. This is an exhaust fan that I'm working on. I'm going to make a shroud for this. It moves a lot of air, but it also could take a kid's hand off or something. So I'm going to make a shroud for that. There's the plasma cutter down there. This is another horizontal surface that my brother brought me. And there's the tubing bender. We've done a little bit with that, which has been a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to using that. This is the start of a shroud piece for that. We'll get there. We'll get there. There's the Tig Welder, which is a lot of fun. I have really enjoyed learning that this year. This is Old Faithful Beta MIG and a pressure washer. These are some scrap bins. Aluminum, steel, and then there is the kind of separator, the moisture separator, which plug your ears for a second, noise warning. Just see what comes out of here. Yep, we got a little bit of moisture in there. I got to clean it. I haven't drained it in a while. Let's go back into sport mode here. And then this guy, let's see here. Let's do it. A little bit of moisture. Nothing. Yeah, and I've never gotten anything out of this guy. Pressure's been good. I turned off that back unit from here, so it comes in here. This is the electrical goes out, but this is the air inlet. And then goes over there. So this is the system pressure. It does lose pressure over a few days because I turn it off here so it's not always running. But it'll lose pressure. Like it started out at 120 maybe 3 or 4 days ago, and it's down around 50 something. And actually I found that was the tank itself. At the top of the tank there's a fitting that leaks. So let's go take a look out there. I'm gonna grab a flashlight. Yeah, this will do. I gotta hurry up here because we're running out of time. You guys are gonna lose interest in here. You're gonna lose interest is what's gonna happen, and then I'm gonna end up not getting any views on my shop tour. Let's go. Here we go. We're gonna do all right. It's pretty boring anyway, huh? I can't flip this thing around. There we go, come on. All right. So, there's the blast cabinet. It's out here. I don't know, it's probably gotten moisture in it pretty well by now. But we'll get that set up. It's set up and ready to go. We'll use it a little bit more once we have this space. This space out here is going to kind of be a cutting shop. Eventually, I'm planning to put some flooring in. Kind of thinking about doing radiant heating out there too. And then out back here is the shed. If you end up seeing the video for the compressor, then you know this is where our compressor sits. This is still in pretty good shape out here. It's been working really well. There's a drain down there, and that does produce quite a bit of water. I've been thinking about putting a radiator in between here. So like there's some I covered the light. There are some people that say if you put a radiator or one of those separators on this line, it'll reduce the amount of moisture in the tank. That's something I might end up doing, and then putting a radiator up here somewhere with some fans or something to try to get the moisture out before it gets into the tank. But overall, I'm really pleased with this. You can't hear it from in there. It stays nice and dry out here. This is the tractor shed. This is where the lawnmower, I didn't do a video on that, but I did a motor swap on that earlier this year. This is the other lawnmower. All the flammable liquids you can dream of. There's a bumper eventually for the Ram. We'll put that on there someday. There's some lift springs eventually, weed whacker. And that's pretty much the gist of that shed. So let's see here. Let's try to get this closed up. Hopefully that YouTube editor will let me cut out sections like this where y'all are going to be bored to tears. But let's see if we can, I'll show you what this looks like out here where we finished up. So that's where we finished up with that. And that's what it looks like, and then it all pretty well settled in. There's a deck thing for a truck that we're gonna put away later. And that's the entrance for the air compressor there. There's the old truck. Yeah. Oh, we got some dripping coming out of that thing. All right. There's the four-wheeler. We got that thing queued up. We'll be putting that in there to do a carburetor on it soon enough. And then we're back into the shop. I have been really pleased with how this place has served me so far. You can tell there we have that computer. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get this thing to track me again. All right, here we go. Yeah, all right. So that's a quick and dirty tour of the shop. Now I know it's late at night. You couldn't get a good view of the outside. There's not, what you saw is pretty much everything that's out there. There's a space out front here where we can work on cars outside there. But mainly in here is where I do most of my work now. Most everything that I tinker on happens in these four walls. I did have a window unit that I ran in the window for air conditioning during the summer, and that seems to keep it pretty cool. It really does. I set it to like 70 degrees, and it really keeps it comfortable to work in here. So that even the heat of the summer, it's still a pretty good space to work in. And then this heater really cuts the temperature down. Actually, if you're working hard on something in here, it can get too hot. But once I get it in the floor, I don't like the fumes that it has. So this guy you can get some fumes in here. I don't know if you can tell, but my nose is kind of already starting to stop up a little bit from this thing. So, but it's also, it does work out as a pretty good man cave too, because I got these chairs out here, I got the TV and all that stuff. And why is that on? There we go, problem solved. But it's a multi-purpose space, and I really enjoy it with all the insulation. So I have R19 in the walls. I have blown in roughly R30 or something like that in the ceiling. It's blown in. It's about that thick. And then I have 4-inch polystyrene or polyethylene or whatever it was, poly underneath of the concrete. As you saw, if you go back and look at the video of me putting
the radiant tubes in the floor. So but that's a pretty good overview of what the shop looks like. If you have any questions about how I did anything, oh, you know what? I don't think I ever showed the ceiling. Let me see if I can show you the ceiling here. If I just tilt this guy this way, yeah, there's the entrance to the attic, and those are the lights. So the lights are also something that is not quite finished. Over here, I have just fluorescent lights. They're drop ceiling lights that my brother pulled out of his office. And then over here, up above us, we have some LEDs from Harbor Freight or Costco or something like that. And it's working. My plan was or is to have about double this amount of light and be able to turn them on and off as I need them. Sometimes I find that I need a little bit more light here or there. So it actually works out. I got one of these guys. This is by far my favorite addition to the tools this year, I think. Yeah, this light right here goes under the hood. Really a cool tool. One of my favorites. But that about wraps it up. If you're still with me, I appreciate you sticking around and watching the whole thing. I appreciate you guys leaving comments and hitting that like button and following me on Instagram. I've got very few subscribers, very few regular viewers, but I really appreciate the feedback you guys give me, and you know, it's fun. I started out making these videos a long time ago for random reasons, you know. I want to be able to show somebody what I was doing, or, you know, I've been making videos a long time. We used to ride mountain bikes and do videos of that, and that was a lot of fun. But that's kind of like a fun hobby, you know. So having people come check out the shop and stop in while I work on stuff, I enjoy it. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for coming out. Happy holidays, because it is December now, or soon it will be. And if I don't get an editing computer, I'll probably see you in the new year. But if I do, maybe I got one more left in me this year. I don't know. Either way, have a good one. This DJI thing is just so cool. It follows you everywhere. Man, this is just, it's like I have my own little cameraman. I want to go all the way around. No, it won't go all the way around. It only goes about 180 degrees. Goes down though.